not all business negotiations happen with those external to the organisation. Most of us negotiate with colleagues every day, and this requires a different approach. We may not be so concerned about leakage of commercial information that may compromise the negotiation, but neither do we have the choice of relationships we often do externally. In fact, there may be few options or solutions to resolving our internal conflict. Therefore, I recommend using some sort of framework for decision making, some success criteria that we've agreed with our colleagues for how we're going to go about making decisions. It could be something as simple as a method of agreeing when the next meeting will be, but it keeps things objective. We all like to use facts and data in negotiation, but facts rarely resolve conflict. Facts can be a way of explaining why an individual takes the position that they do, but that doesn't necessarily persuade us to their position. Humans are brilliant at using facts for our own needs. Facts can help to convince us that we or another party should be thinking things a certain way, but better to use this objective, non-judgmental decision-making criteria in which facts are irrelevant. It's also useful to avoid a sense of reciprocation where maybe you feel, well, I compromised last time, now it's your turn to compromise. Compromise is seldom helpful in negotiation. It can create a sense of resentment, of an unequal exchange, and a sense that there's a debt that needs to be cancelled. A concession is more helpful. This is a pre-planned area where you might be flexible in your negotiation in exchange for some flexibility on the part of the other negotiation party. And the rules of that exchange are just the same as they are for an external negotiation, that you should never make it seem too easy for a concession to be given, because this may make a precedent that you do not want to live up to in the future. And also take time to voice what you perceive as a problem. This both depersonalizes things. It's not my problem, it's not your problem, it is what I perceive as a problem. And it also personalizes things. I perceive this as a problem. What do you think? And this is a way of opening up questions that are always helpful in any negotiation. It helps bring about creativity, problem solving, and it helps open out the discussion to more symptoms that you might find you have things in common after all. The fact that you have some relationship together means you do have something in common. It may not be your personal values, but it could be business values, it could be the project objectives or the business goals. And by keep reinforcing the things you have in common, it creates a greater sense of team.